Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ozlanders Break, son. This is going to be on YouTube as break number 554. This is our second 10-box pick your team case break of the new 2017 Leaf Trinity football. Everything will ship out by Monday at the latest. If anybody needs anything sooner, then just let me know. Hopefully, I'll get the stuff out by Saturday. I'm going to take tomorrow as a shipping day since we've had 3 new releases in the last 3 days. So much going on. So I can go ahead and get y'all stuff on out. I did drop another case into the store. We went ahead and lined it. There's 25 teams left in that one for Monday. If something crazy happens overnight during the day tomorrow and we get down to like 10 teams or something, I may jump on and go ahead and fill that one tomorrow. See how it goes overnight. Let's go ahead and go into screen share mode here. We don't have any duals, triples, quads, so no majority rules. It really doesn't affect this at all. But we do have one guy that is a non-drafted guy. Once again, like I was telling you guys earlier too, we're going to have Trinity for several weeks. This will drop most places pretty soon. We'll have it for several weeks. But as guys get dropped from a team and signed to another, prices may be adjusted. As we start seeing trends in the product, we may adjust price a little bit. I do have the cheapest prices on pick your teams I've seen anywhere. We do have Terrian Folston out of Notre Dame is the only free agent. So if we have any of him, we'll randomize those off at the end. If we happen to have 2 or 3, whoever's up top will get first pick, second will get their pick, and so forth. So if you come across him, he'll just be a random at the end to everybody in the break. Hang on just a second here, fellas. Typo there. Brother Kenny, Mr. Kenny Hasty has the 49ers. Sean, new guy to the room. Welcome, Triton1216 has the Bears. Thanks for jumping in and go ahead and reserving a couple of teams for Monday's break. I appreciate it, buddy. K Nelly 83, Brother Kevin has the Bengals. Sean also has the Bills. Dr. Rocket, Joel, Rocket Fan 86 with the Broncos. Our boy Brad 8671 with the Browns. Jesse with his PC Bucks, Radar 0311. The Cardinals are hitless in this product. Justin, J. Rotulio 42 with the Chargers. Thanks for hanging out with Justin. Welcome back to the room, buddy. G.I. Budman, Steve with the Chiefs. Dialed that one in from work, I believe. Good luck, Steve. J. Bradley B, Brad with the Colts. Got him a nice hit last time with a hooker. See if we can do it again. Laser9431, Charles with his PC Cowboys. Good luck, Charles. Thanks for jumping in, buddy. Mark, Carter Fan 98. And thanks for jumping in, Mark. Grabbing them Dolphins. They got a few hits last time. See if we can get you some this time. KNL83, Kevin also has his PC Eagles. My boy Hugo with the Falcons. Good luck, Hugo. Justin also has his PC Giants. Joel has the Jaguars. Coach Smata, Mike. Thanks for bringing Sean into the breaks, buddy. You grabbed the Jets in this one and Cowboys and Mondays. Appreciate you, man. You also have the Lions in this one. JJ Dynamite, possibly my favorite screen name of all time. Jim, he's back at it with his PC Packers. Thank you, Jim. Due to code, my boy Matt with our mutual PC Panthers. Good luck, buddy. I hope I can pull you a monster McCaffrey and maybe a Samuel too out of this one. The Patriots are the other hitless team in the break. Noah Spence, Buck, yeah. Shane, first break in Ozlanders break, son. Appreciate you, buddy. Said he was a friend of my boy Brian of Red Hot Breaks. Appreciate you jumping in with the Raiders. Brad 8671. B-Rad's also got the Rams. Sean Triton 1216 also has the Ravens and the Redskins. Shane also has the Saints. Joel also has the Seahawks. Corey, my man, famous for them Bogey 79 checklists. Appreciate you, buddy. With the Steelers. Did well in the first case. Brad also has the Texans. We're looking for a Watson. He was one of the big hits missing last one. Hopefully he's in this one for you, man. Matt also has the Titans, and Jim also has the Vikings. Appreciate everybody sticking with me on that one. That one took a minute. But they always feel it, old Oslanders break, son. It's just a matter of time. I'm just took a little more time than we all hoped, I know. Let's get it. Anybody needs any supplies or anything like that for the break, just let me know, guys. Magnetics are always free in the break. This stuff does save a little bit on top loader, so we can bring it to y'all a little cheaper price, since it's already clean sleeves and top loader. For a lot of my regular guys, this is a product that we look forward to every year. Let's see if we can repeat that 3 101s like the first case. Box number 1. First up, we have a disgusting RPA right off the bat. 3-color. For the Lions, bronze parallel. Give me just a second, guys. Get our lighting right. Mr. Brad Kaya, out of the U, out of Miami. Yeah, did a great job with it again. It's pretty close to the design of last year, which was my favorite year as far as design-wise. So I'm glad they kind of kept it the same. The copper has like a sheen level to it that it hadn't before this year there. Next up, we got our first clear card. I grabbed the blank here just so you can see them a little better. It is a blue 15 of 25 Jordan Leggett. Jordan Leggett. Some of these guys I am not familiar with. I'm learning them as we go. As I sort out a few cases of this, I'm going to start learning more. Jordan Leggett is a Jet. Going to the Jets. Thank you, guys. Next up, my favorites out of the product, the inscriptions. Go Vikings, Stacy Coley. Pulled a couple of those out of the last case, including a 101. Obviously going to the Vikings there. And we have our first 101. It is a yellow printing plate. One of the clear printing plates. DeMontre Strongfellow. Oh, Lord, that's one that I should know. He's a Dolphin. The Dolphins have quite a few hits in this. Ooh, Islanders break, son, Mark. You gotta get more breaks more often with me, buddy. Mark said this is his first break in 4 months. He wanted it to be with me. There you go. There's your 101. And last one in this box for the Texans and Mr. B-Rad. Brad 8671. 2-color. Bronze parallel. Donta Foreman. Just on the printing plates, man. Yeah, exactly. And they fade, and they it's almost like writing on a T-shirt where it bleeds. An on-card autograph on a plate that looks nasty sometimes, or will grow that way over the years. Over the years. That's what I meant. Some years they are on the plates, though, which I have seen some of those, like I'm talking about, straight out of the box, but it's rough. There's a good point. Shane said he's a redemption otherwise, too, on Strongfellow. I know Brad said that there are redemptions that are already ready to mail out by Leaf. If you guys have never had an experience with Leaf on redemptions, they're a lot quicker than what you're probably used to. There are exceptions, of course, because of course I don't know why people get so mad at the card companies, because it's really the athletes that haven't signed like they're supposed to, but they are usually pretty quick. Yep, Mixon and Strongfellows are ready to ship out. Jihu Cheeson, 2-color RPA. This is one of those names that you just can't forget. Just call him out. He's for the Chiefs. Should have known that. Sorry about the camera focus here, y'all. Come on. We'll carry on. For the Chiefs. Get her focus back here. Clear, non-numbered, Marlon Humphrey for the Ravens up next. Exactly, that's what it is, Brad. The sheen off the top loader, you see the camera light shining back in it. Trinity always gives it a fit. Next up, we have a cool inscription. 2016 First Team All-American. 7 of 25. There's no one for J. Bradley B. and those $19 Colts. Another nice Malik Hooker. Jersey number inscribed. Malik Hooker. And right behind that, we have another clear. That one is Trayvon Durrell. Trayvon Durrell, non-numbered clear. Trayvon Durrell is a New Orleans Saint these days. And we have a disgusting patch next. Who had this team? Oh my goodness. My man said he had to come back for Trinity. He loved the product so much and missed the room. How about that? How is that not numbered? Non-numbered bronze parallel. For the Chargers, out of Clemson, Mr. Mike Williams. Alexander's break, son. Like that right there. That is pretty killer. That'll definitely be our first addition to the highlight reel for the pictures later tonight. That is sick. That was our last one in box number 2. Yeah, we were discussing earlier about how sick this would be if it was licensed. I was thinking about that when I stepped away for a minute and grabbed something to drink earlier. Dude, if this stuff was licensed, they'd want $2,500 a case. That's the reality. I'm glad. I got to think about it. Man, maybe it's a good thing it's not licensed. Amar Darbo, 2-color for the Seahawks. Amar Darbo. Thank you for that, Joel. Joel, my hype man, promoting there. Next up, for the Saints, Mr. Alvin Kamara. Next up, another hit for Justin, this time PC for his Giants. 2-time first team All SEC, Evan Ingram. You Mississippi boy. Next up, we have our first redemption. The thing about redemptions, y'all, is you don't know what it's going to be numbered to until you get it back. They used to, early on when they were doing it, they would show you what it was when you redeemed it, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't do that anymore. This one is for my buddy Hugo. I believe he may have tapped out on us. He's not here with us. But for those $19 Falcons, Brian Hill, we had a 1-on-1 on Brian Hill last case. This one is the signature auto, so this will be like the inscriptions. There's no telling what the inscription could be or what it'll be numbered to. You're welcome, Justin. Thanks for hanging out with us and jumping in this thing. And our last one, hidden underneath the foam here. Oh, my goodness. Numbered 5 of 5. The first 1 to 5 we've seen. Samaje Perine. OU all-time leading rusher. 4,122 yards for the Redskins. Good lordy. My boy Kane fan Bob would be jealous of that one. He didn't have internet service tonight. Couldn't come hang out. Who had those Redskins? Going to Triton. Sean. Boom, baby. Got to get that one a little. Oh, man. I like the blues, but, man, those the 5 look nice, too. Oh, don't worry, Matt. We got plenty more chances. See what we got. We got an inscription right off the bat. 3,309 yards and 27 touchdowns. Gerard Evans. I'm blanking on this one here. See if I see him on the list. Gerard Evans. For the Eagles. That's right. I should have known that. Kevin several of him. Gerard Evans. You notice how the bronze this year, it's not just a straight bronze color. It's got kind of a reflective thing to it. Looks cool as hell. Right behind that, 2-color RPA. Eagles have the most rookies in the product class, but the most rookies. Corey Clement, also for the Eagles. Kevin racking them up and don't even know it. I'm probably sleeping right now. Next up, Mr. Jake Butt. I believe he is a Bronco. Confirm that. He is a Bronco. Non-numbered clear Jake Butt on that one. Next to last card, Malik McDowell. I am not sure on that one. I know Malik Hooker, but Malik McDowell. Going to the Seahawks. Signatures auto card again. So it seems like every redemption we've seen so far has been that parallel. So it may be it's a lot of inscriptions didn't get signed. I'm wondering if that's what all the... My Lord. This just happened. Stanford Cardinal, 2014 to 2016. That CMC boy, Christian McCaffrey, 4 of 25. Oslander's break, son. There you go, Matt. It hurt me a little bit, but I'm happy for you. Oh, there you go, buddy. You ain't gotta worry anymore on that one. Man, that's sick. I love that blue. The blue foil is cool as hell. I think the 25s and the 5s are my favorite. Hey, you're welcome, buddy. Let's see what's in box number 5 here. Right off the top, my favorite out of Trinity by far, the inscriptions. This time for the Broncos. We've seen these through the years. This is more like where he printed out his name instead of signed it. But 2016 Conference USA Offensive Player of the Year, 13 of 25. That blue foil for the Broncos, Carlos Henderson. It's the first one of those this year we've seen where it didn't really have a signature. It is definitely possible, Matt. We'll see. Next up, we have a clear Jamal Williams. Non-numbered. Jamal Williams is a Packer these days. Brad with the assist, since my right hand's probably sleeping right now. I didn't realize it was this late until we started the break. Thank you guys for staying up, especially if you're on the East Coast, a little late night for this one. It's not one focus. We'll carry on. It's tough with it in the top letters sometimes. Blue parallel, again an inscription. Damn. Tyrone Swokes. 10, 18, 14. He went 24 of 36 for 321 yards and a touchdown. This one is numbered 11 of 25. Yeah, he was a Longhorn. I actually knew that one. He's now with the Seahawks. Who had the Seahawks? Joel. I might be interested in buying this card, Joel. We'll talk about that one later. I wouldn't mind having one of him. That one's pretty cool. Next up, 3-color chunky RPA, 9 of 25. Blue parallel. Mr. James Quick. If we can get him to focus in here. There we go. Beautiful chunky patch on that one for the Redskins. Pretty card. Now, how about a laundry tag? We haven't seen a laundry tag yet. Oh my goodness, he's going to lose his mind. We'll get him an awesome card last case, too. Last one in the box. 4 of 5. Ooh. Sidney Jones laundry tag for the Eagles. Good Lord. Good Lord. Trinity. Oh, we love it, y'all. Yep, Kevin had his PC Eagles in this case. Yeah, I'm in the first one, too. Next up, Terrian Folson. This is the free agent guy, so this will be a random to everybody in the break at the end. 11, 1, 14, 20 carries, 149 yards, and 1 touchdown. Whoever ends up winning this one, I know Bogey79 will probably be interested. CPC's Notre Dame. Corey, but I'm sure he's in bed. That's why we haven't seen him speak in a while. I'll set that one to the side for our random later. Next up, 2-color chunky RPA, number 60. Mr. Chris Goodwin. That is for the Bucks. Snuck in a second color on that one. Take the foam out. These other cards are up underneath it. Well, this is the first one of these we've seen. How about a green, clear, numbered 5 of 10? That's something on the top order there. James Conner for the Steelers. Did Corey have the Steelers again? He did. Corey racking them up in his sleep with the James Conner, numbered 5 of 10. Yeah, I'd say so, Joel. He'll be telling me how much he loves me tomorrow when he wakes up to that one. Oh, Corey might too. I know he's collecting James Conner, it seemed like. I'm sorry, guys. The camera hates these top loaders so much. There we go. 5 of 10. And we have another redemption. And a 101 behind that. This one is the signatures auto too. So the inscription, Mr. Wayne Gallman. Hey, what's up, Brian? I saw you just text me, buddy, but I didn't actually see what it was yet. Wayne Gallman for Justin and his PC Giants. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Christian McCaffrey to 25 already this case. Oh, this just happened. Oh, wait. Yeah, man, I'm grinding today. I figured I'd go ahead and put in, 3 or 4 days work in 2 days and knock it out. 1 of 1 for Mr. Brad. He was absent in the first case. He's in the second. I hate it when people top load something this way there. That'll drive me nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and call myself fixing that and flip it around right quick. Plate looks pretty clean, by the way. Mr. Deshaun Watson for Brad. I can't stand that, Brad. I had to fix it. My OCD couldn't help it. Right on, Brian. I'll hit you back as soon as the break's over, buddy. I couldn't do it. Magenta printing plate. That looks like the black plate. I wouldn't have realized it was a magenta without reading it. It looks like a black plate. RPA printing plate. Man. Well, alrighty then. What else we got in this one? Good Lord. I didn't even give y'all Auslanders breaks on that one. I'm shocked by that one myself. Yep, we still got 20 autographs to go, so if you hadn't hit yet, don't give up hope. This is a cool inscription on this one. I know my boy Hugo would appreciate it, being an LSU fan. Go Tigers! Mr. Malachi Dupree, if we can give him the focus here. For the Packers. Next up, super nice penmanship on this one. Check out that autograph. R. Joshua Dobbs. I wonder if he'll keep that same nice penmanship throughout the season. That's another thing I normally like about Trinity. They seem to sign a little better early on than they do later on in their career, especially with the bigger guys that sign so much. Oh, Lord, oh, no, I don't even want to have that conversation ever again. I'm blanking on where this dude went. I want to feel like I didn't even see that comment, Matt. That shit's been wore out about 8,000 times. R. Joshua Dobbs. He is a Steeler. How did I not know that? That's right. They're thinking he might be the follow-up for Big Ben, actually. Well, I blanked on it there. How about a blue, 18 of 25, KD Cannon. We had him last case. He is a Chief. That's wrong on the checklist. Wrong on the checklist. This is a Jet. My bad, y'all. That has since been fixed, but my printed out version here was an error. KD Cannon is now with the Jets. He was with the 49ers and released. With Trinity, the reason why prices might be adjusted, is for what's coming out of the cases on a more regular basis, but also as guys get dropped from teams and re-signed. My bad on that one. He is a Jet. Next up, Mr. Jonathan Allen, blue, 2 of 25 for the Redskins, jersey number inscribed. It's one of the big names coming out of the draft. Everybody was wondering where he was going to go. Fat guy mojo. And the last one in this box, I don't know exactly what the story is, but supposedly when this guy signed for Leaf, they pissed him off. So he decided he wasn't going to do an inscription. We had one last case, but it was an RPA. Now, this is the first one we've seen without an inscription. Dalvin Cook for the Vikings. I'm not sure what Leaf did to make him mad, but apparently something. He doesn't have much of an autograph anyway there, but there you go. I never did hear details in that story, which I'm surprised because anything negative in any form now seems to become famous, without a better word to use right now. Anytime anybody does anything wrong, it seems to become, a trend to talk about it. Which probably didn't ever get that story. Alright, next box. Snuck in a second color there. Non-numbered out of Michigan. Devion Smith. I don't know about this one. Devion Smith is a Dolphin. Seems like about everyone that I don't know is either a Dolphin or a Chief. Brad knew because he's a Dolphins fan right off the bat. I know, right, Matt? Hell, you get paid per card. No Corey Davis shit. There we go. Devion Smith. Next up. Go Huskies. 24 of 25. Sidney Jones for the Eagles. Take out our foam again. All our other cards underneath it. Eagles racking up the hits. Derek Barnett, clear, non-numbered. Next up, another clear, non-numbered. Quincy Wilson. Let's see where he went to. I'm not familiar with him. Where is old Quincy Wilson at on here? He is a Colt. He is the second Colt. And we got a duplicate here. This is kind of a weird one to end the box with, but he was a big name, like I said, coming out of the draft. We have a second Jonathan Allen for the Redskins. Red parallel this time, so team color for the Redskins and Bama. The jersey number inscribed. Brad's a Colts fan. I've got a couple of guys that used to, one of them had the Colts in every break I ran. I know one's saving up to buy a house and hadn't been getting the breaks, and the other one's on vacation. He was right on time to get the Colts. They would normally be gone majority of the time. 2 boxes left. If you ain't got a hit yet, I hope it's coming here for you. Ooh, we got a killer looking patch right off the bat. Killer looking patch right off the bat, son. Check this thing out. RPA of Travis Rudolph. Yep. In-house grabs him a lot, J. Bradley B. He's my usual Colts guy, and then Mike G, but Mike G's been on a little hiatus. You definitely have more of a chance of getting them more often now. Travis Rudolph for the Giants. That is pretty damn cool. Next up, I don't believe we've seen this guy yet. I don't believe we've seen him in the first case. Non-numbered Cooper Rush, jersey number inscribed for the Cowboys. Maybe we did, actually. I think we did have one of him. It was an RPA, I think. Cooper Rush. Another Cowboy, Taco Charlton, 2-color RPA. Oh, really, Matt? I dig any kind of inscription. No, take the foam out again. We got 2 hiding underneath it. How about inscription? 3-time SEC champion Tim Williams, 11/25 jersey number inscribed. Mr. Tim Williams. Where he at? I'll make this go a little quicker starting next week, y'all. Over the weekend, I'll get me a little cheat sheet for these guys I'm having a hard time remembering. He is with the Ravens. Thank you, Brad. And you're asking about him earlier. Here you go. Corey Davis, non-numbered autograph. Big bold autograph on that one. Yeah, big help, Brad. I appreciate it, man. We actually had like 4 Tar Hole hits in the first case. I'm a Duke fan, so I always call them Tar Holes. But we did have Ryan Swopes, and I can't remember what all we had, but there's at least 3, I think 4 laying over here from the first case. We haven't seen a ton of duplicates, but it seemed like we've had more duplicates out of the first 2 cases than normal. Here's one we hadn't seen yet out of this one. 2-color RPA, O.J. Howard for the Bucks. He's a beast. By the way, guys, I've gotten to where, if you guys have been around for a while, I used to post every single hit of every break. I've gotten to where I just post the highlights, so Trinity's one of those I found out from the first case. It's really hard to pick which one to post. I'm just kind of posting just a few of the hits. There's so many damn highlights there. Gig'em Aggies, 24/25. Josh Reynolds is up next. Yep, he is a Ram. I actually knew that one. We had several of him in Prestige and Elite. Brad say forgot he had the Rams. That's a Texas A&M thing. Gigging like gigging a frog, man. I forget sometimes that you're in Canada. So you probably wouldn't know anything about frog gigging. But yeah, it's a Texas A&M thing. Isaiah Ford is up next. Non-numbered. Clear autograph. Oh, Lord, Joel. Joel's a Baylor boy. Isaiah Ford is a Dolphin these days. Next up, I don't believe you've seen this guy out of the product yet. 15/25, David Njoku. Top order's got something on it there. Let me swap that one out. Got something funky on it there. This one is the blue parallel, numbered 15/25 for the Browns. I believe that's the first hit for the Browns. Or, no, we had a Peppers earlier, didn't we? Yep. And the last card of the break is an RPA. 3-color chunky RPA for the Bengals. It's a nice one. Mr. John Ross. The Bengals have huge hit potential in their draft class this year, y'all. I'm surprised we haven't been seeing more Bengals pop yet. Any given case, you never know. Got a nice little stack of what I'm going to consider the highlights there to post pictures of. Don't forget, we do have a random here. Congrats to the folks that did well. My apologies to the ones that didn't. Appreciate y'all being a part of it. Took us all to fill this one. I was determined to grind it out and make it happen tonight. Terrian Folson. I'm going to go ahead and delete the Cardinals and the Patriots since they do not have hits, did not participate in the break. Man, I told you, buddy, I don't charge anything extra for mags, dude. But I never ship anything in the mag. I don't know why Panini does that on redemptions. It can damage cards. Just remind me again here in a second. I'm sure now I've said it out loud. I remember so I can write it down. Give me just a second, y'all. I'm out of the chat right now, so we can do our random on this Folston. Once again, I know Corey would be interested in this card. I think he would, being a Notre Dame fan of somebody that's, as Corey hits it, might want to give him a shout tomorrow. I started to do a different spot just for him, but figured it'd be cool to do a random. Anything but a 2 on the dice roll. This is a 2 will re-roll. Go ahead and reset them here. And team up top. After 7 times, takes that card out right. A little extra bonus hit kind of there. Good luck, everybody. Packers up top after 1. See, we got all 30 teams that are in the break-in. Rams after 2. After 3, we have the Cowboys. After 4, the Redskins. After 5, the Vikings. And after 6, Raiders. See, we've gone 6 times. 7th and 1 that counts. Good luck, everybody. Going to Jesse and the Bucks. Appreciate it, gentlemen. I'm going to stop the video here and get it uploaded to YouTube. I'll be back in the room in just a second. We're going to see the chat. Osland is break, son. He gone.